I think I've accidentally found a new calling in life. What I thought was an evil act a couple weeks back, you guys absolutely loved the Releasing Youth Academies concept, so today we're back at it again with a little twist. In the initial video, I released the automated academy of Schalke. However, with Manchester United, we've got a specific plan. Their second team, the youth they've been developing at Carrington, has been so on point as of late. We're going to be letting go of both their real life academy and their startup fictional youth gems. In typical Sir BCHD fashion, we'll be following their careers and seeing what they make of themselves starting from the free agency. This one's gonna be such a fun one, a mixture of fictional youth academy stars involved with the current talent arising on the scene in real life at United. Let's see what kind of carnage we can cause today. Now, thanks to the pre-order bonus, we still do get access to a homegrown talent, so that is a guarantee. However, with United's quote-unquote high youth expectations in the board objectives, we don't really get that massive pool we were gifted at Schalke. We are welcomed with 5 Youth Academy stars, and we're going to start off here with the Uruguayan shot stopper Javier Acuna. We had this same issue in the last video. He is 15, so we can't really promote him to the senior team. We have to wait until he turns 16. That's the same deal with second goalkeeper, this time from Liechtenstein, Hans Muller. He looks like an interesting character with 64 to 88 potential, 6'5" already. With the right moves and career progression, this man could achieve those 88 heights if he really wanted to. I'm a fan of the diversity of nations already, as next up we have Sergei Gnahore, the Ivorian centre-back, left-back / right-back. He's eligible to be promoted to the senior team at 50 overall. He has a potential of 71 to 94. He's 6'1", left-footed, 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot, and has a high attack and work rate. We had this trend in the last video as well. What are with all these defenders that have the playmaker trait? It just doesn't make sense. It's beyond me. But you know what? Welcome to the first team. Prepare to be released. Before we cover our homegrown talent, we actually have an Aussie involved in the mixed, Harley Weston. The 15-year-old striker from down under, another left footer, 3-star skill moves, 1-star weak foot, and that potential status is rather promising, 71 to 94 potential. Like the others, can't be promoted as of yet, which is our main route to releasing them into the free agency. So Weston's gonna have to sit tight, as Peter Davidson, our English striker / centre forward, is the homegrown talent here at Manchester United. He can be promoted straight away, 6'3", 5-star skill moves, and 5-star weak foot already, high attack and work rate. This is literally a recipe to success, the perfect striker we could ask for. Another one with the playmaker trait, but we've known this for time now, that the homegrown talent is just so overpowered in career mode this year. You know the deal. Welcome to the first team, son. It's gonna be short-lived, but for the rest of them, they're gonna have to wait it out. Now, in this first batch of releasees, let's say, we have not only the players we just promoted, but other talents that have risen through the United Youth Academy over the years. We're gonna strip Gnahore of his Manchester United dreams. We're taking it away from him as we're releasing him from his contract, but this is where the real-life youth prospects get involved. We have both Hannibal Mejbri, the Frenchman, recently added into FIFA 21. He'll be released as well. We're going to be tracking the recent first-team debutant Shola UTD. He's another one released into the free agency. Arnau Puigmal, who I was completely unaware of before he was added late into FIFA 21. Based on his name alone, the Spaniard just looks like the second evolution of Ricky Puig. It'll be interesting to see where his career goes from the free agency, as we'll also be tracking Ethan Laird, the right wing-back. We're recalling him from his loan spell, and we're going to release him from his contract. Ex-Atalanta youth star Amad Diallo made the move in January, and United spent some big bucks on him. The Ivorian scored a first-team goal already as we release him from the team. Let's see if he can find success outside Old Trafford, just like our homegrown talent, Peter Davidson. I know we might be pushing it with this one, but Facundo Pellistri, just because he's played for United's second team, the Uruguayan was performing well for them before he was loaned out again. We'll be releasing the 18-year-old from his duties, who'll be a free agent, and that is going to be it for the first batch of released players. I know we could have gone for the likes of Chong or Ghana, but that is just too many careers to track. I want to keep it on a select focus group, and how could I forget the two big guns, Brandon Williams, my boy sharing my own name, and the major asset right now, Mason Greenwood, lighting it up in the Premier League and has been United's breakout star for the last 2 seasons now. He's getting his contract completely torn up by Sir BCHD. No, Jesse Lingard, don't even think about it. There they are, freshly released in all their glory, without clubs, and are ready to be swooped in by any team in the world on a free. You don't understand how much power I've put back into the footballing world. This is like a free draft. People, come snatch your bargains. I'll give you a second update once I release the other Youth Academy players right now who aren't of age. Nonetheless, for the time being, let's simulate through Season 1. Here's the second, smaller batch that have finally been released. They have turned 16, and we have let them go out into the wild. That includes the second Uruguayan, Javier Acuna, Hans Muller, the Liechtensteinian, Carrington, goalkeeper, and the Aussie Harley Weston. It has taken until April, but it was well worth the wait. It's going to be amazing to see how the market reacts to the well-known players or the already established players in real life in comparison to the automated youth academy talent we released, but already offers have been flying in, players have been signing on the dotted line, and teams have been wasting no time as Amad Diallo has signed for MLS club Toronto FC. From Italy to England to Canada, he has found a new home, and I'm sure he's going to be lighting up American football. What a swoop from the Canadians, playing Champions League football to the MLS. Maybe it's a step down, but who knows, he might need it to progress his career. Both Puigmal and Laird are both still free agents, but Shola Shoretire, AC Milan have had their eyes on the prize, and he has become a brand new player for Rossoneri. Will Shola be the answers to all their prayers? We're about to find out. But Hannibal Mejbri, I love the diversity already of clubs that are coming in and making these free agent signings. We've got Union Berlin, such a humble club. Their fans are amazing, and they deserve to see such a talent play in the Bundesliga. The Frenchman with an abundance of traits I didn't realize up until now surely will be prospering over in Germany. I'm incredibly proud to see that move come through. Finally, I'm starting to appreciate what the CPU are doing right here. Nahore at 53 overall, still unable to find a club. However, we've got the last few results here, and Pelistri has found Farense in Portugal. I do believe this is a Portuguese club. They've got such a nice jersey, and we're just exploring all over the world right now as Peter Davidson, he has found a home in Brazil. The South American outfit Botafogo has picked up the young Englishman at 16. It is usually the birthplace of amazing talents in world football. I'm sure he's going to use his platform for the greater good and absolutely kill it in the Brazilian Serie A. But we're not done there yet, as this one might be the most high-profile move to date. Mason Greenwood is joining Jadon Sancho at Borussia Dortmund. What a combination this could be, linking up with the likes of Haaland, Marco Reus. BVB right now have secured probably one of the most exciting young teams in Europe that'll see the club command and conquer in the long run. Brandon Williams is another one of the in-real-life players that haven't found a club yet, as the last 3 academy ballers we released aren't at a team yet. They haven't signed on the dotted line, and they're still waiting for that call. That is such an exciting start. I did not expect all those moves to happen. I'm so excited where these Youth Academy Wonder Kids take their careers in Season 2. After an extremely hectic Season 1, let's see what second season syndrome has in store for us. And from first glance, it looks like not too many moves have happened, just some growth and development on the personal side of things. Amad Diallo still at Toronto FC. His valuation now increased up to £4.3 million. Ethan Laird and Puigmal still struggling to find a club. Shoretire and Mejbri not loaned out. They are still staying loyal to their team right now. Nahore, he might be struggling to find a team willing to sign a 55 rated player. The golden trio of Facundo Pelistri, Davison, and Greenwood. I don't know how Dortmund are playing him right now with so many attacking options, but he has grown up to an 81 overall. Pelistri now at a 74. We're starting to see some rapid growth, and including our homegrown superstar. On the other hand, the grass ain't always greener on the other side, as it's the same old story for the bottom 4. Brandon Williams, unable to discover a club willing to take his services. Acuna, Muller, and Weston might be in for a long video. Now here comes the fun part where we can jump around and check up on every single individual Wonder Kid. We'll get a quick overview of their season and see how they performed in each respective country. Now the thing is, with leagues like Brazil and the MLS, they have completely different calendars to Europe, so we're only coming into this 7 games into Davidson's career. I'm pretty sure technically they might be halfway through Season 2. However, the Englishman is already showing some confident signs. In 10 appearances, he has scored 7 goals and 1 assist for the Brazilian outfit. Botafogo have picked up a real gem right here, as he is continuing to be in excellent form. They're probably looking at their future profits right now and just estimating what they can sell this guy for in the future, because his market valuation is going to go through the roof. It's another black and white team over in Portugal, Farense, and Pelistri finds himself to be the second highest rated player, just behind the old FIFA 15 Wonder Kid Ryan Gould. The Scotsman is the captain, as the Uruguayan actually didn't see the pitch. He got no game time, no minutes, and he has completely been shut out of the starting 11 thanks to this man Lika. It's sad times, you hate to see it, but dynamic potential won't be taking its part, as we're not controlling him or his club. We'll see where his natural progression takes him, but this is some really discouraging signs. Off to America, or Canada to be precise, in the MLS, the Eastern Conference. Toronto currently sitting in 6th with 15 games played. We're already showed some encouraging signs as Diallo is in their starting 11, and I've got to commend this little layout. The aesthetic that the MLS menus show is just beautiful to see on the eye. Most importantly though, Diallo is the highest rated player in this team. At a 74 overall, if he's not getting game time, there's something wrong. With 15 appearances, he has scored 4 goals from the right hand side. As long as he's getting game time in that initial starting 11, that is all that matters. Now, a right midfielder that I expect to have no game time whatsoever. It is Trajectories at AC Milan, probably one of the lowest rated players in the team. There you go, no minutes, no appearances, no goals and no assists. It's just a dud season for the Englishman, but look at their ranks. It looks like they're investing in their youth a whole lot more, as Tommy Doyle has gone ahead and joined the Rossoneri as well. Trajectories has a fellow countryman come and join him at the San Siro, but let's hope for better things come season 3. Now to wrap things up, in the Bundesliga, Greenwood is in the Dortmund starting 11. It looks like they've done a few tactical changes around here with a 4-1-4-1 formation. Sancho, Haaland and Greenwood look to be that attacking trident that is going to scare defenses for years. Now let's check up on another Englishman abroad, Greenwood, with the potential to be special, 83 overall, and he played 50 games. That's blowing every single other released Youth Academy player out of the water. He backed that up as well with goals and assists, 16 goals and 4 assists, 20 goal contributions. He actually kept Sancho out of a job. He literally benched Jadon Sancho. That's how powerful Mason Greenwood is. I don't even know how to react to this. This is the most mind-blowing. How does Jadon Sancho not get in the team? I don't understand, but Mason Greenwood is here, and he's here to take over. He's arrived at the Signal Iduna Park with a points approved. Now it worries me when I don't see my desired player in the starting 11. Hannibal Mejbri, the last one kid we are going to check up on. He currently has a rotational squad role at Union Berlin, an exciting prospect, and it's another Trajectories moment where he's got no game time, no run-outs in the Bundesliga too, and I'm sure this season's stats are going to do no wonders for the confidence levels. No matter, we move. Let's check up on the progress of our Youth Academy gems come the end of Season 3 and see if they can turn around their seasons or even continue that initial momentum they've started off with. Season 3 is all over Red Rover, just like the Super League, as Ahmed Diallo is the first player we're covering, a +4, now reaching a 78 overall, still at Toronto, still killing it in the MLS, as the Ivorian attacking threat continues to take his career into new strides. Ethan Laird, I feel sorry for the bloke. 3 years without football, 3 years on the hunt for a brand new club. Can anyone just accept his signature? Because Puigmal has had no troubles this season finding a team, Colón de Santa Fe in Argentina. The versatile Spaniard surely should get some valuable game time out in South America, so let's hope for the best. We still have Trajectories at AC Milan, and Mejbri has stayed loyal to Berlin. It's the same old story though for Sergei Gnabry. The Ivorian defender can literally play anywhere in the back line, so it'd be an amazing bargain if a team would snatch him up. We have Fancudo Pelistri. Let's hope he's getting a bit more game time out in Portugal, as Firenze's star man is 80 overall and is surely one of the best players at the club. Peter Davidson, the homegrown talent from day one. It'll be fascinating to see if he's kept up his goal scoring rate in the Brazilian league. Mason Greenwood, who has put Jadon Sancho out of a job. The free agents down here, no, Brandon Williams has actually found a club. Athletic Bilbao have completely abandoned their transfer policy. Basque only getting the pin. Brandon Williams has joined the Spanish outfit. Now at an 82 overall, he should definitely be in that starting 11, no questions asked. Meanwhile, our last 3 random Youth Academy talents we released, Acuna, Muller and Weston, now in the mid-60s. Surely you'd think their chances would increase in actually finding a new team. Now our first checkup of the season roundup is the new boy at Athletic Club Bilbao, Brandon Williams, the highest rated left back and defender in the squad, so surely he's gotten the game time, and there you go, 41 appearances, 2 goals and 3 assists for the Englishman. What's also beautiful about him, he can play on the left and right hand side, so he's got no issues covering if players are injured or suspended. 5 goal contributions from the back line is a beautiful sight to see, in excellent form. That's how he's lining up in the classic 4-4-2 formation here in Spain. Next on the agenda, it's Santa Fe to check in on Puigmal, and they have played 23 games of their season, currently sitting in 18th. It's not good signs so far, considering he is nowhere near the starting lineup, but here is the Spaniard. Arnau has played no games whatsoever. He's taken his time to settle in to a new culture, a new country. It's not the ideal start, as he's already been slapped with a £9.6 million release clause. Let's see if he's even going to stay at the club come season 4. After 16 games played, you already know our boy Diallo is showcasing his class over in Canada with 16 appearances. From the right hand side, he has only scored 2 goals and 1 assist. The 20-year-old maturing with age, but is it time to move on? We'll find out. He's not really in the best of form right now, so let's hope our Ivorian superstar sees better days in the future. Unfortunately, Peter Davison is not having a great time at Botafogo at the moment. After 9 games played, the Brazilians have just dropped him from the starting 11. I don't know whether he got injured or not, but this is not what we want to see. I'm going to predict similar circumstances for another Englishman abroad. Trajectories, where you at? He's actually gone up a major boost, up to a 73 overall with 0 games played. He is definitely working his guts off on the training pitch, because he definitely isn't getting any minutes in the first team. Look at all this right mid depth as well. He has got an abundance of competition here at the San Siro. Portugal is next on the agenda with Ferenc Pellistri being the best player at the club. You'd expect him to get the most game time, but it just isn't the case. The Uruguayan needs to get out of this club for the sake of his career, for the good of the game. They are holding him hostage. Ryan Gold's having a mini career revival at the moment. Who knows what is going on? Let's see if the Sancho-Greenwood rivalry lives on. For the time being, Sancho has cemented himself in this current starting 11. As we take a glance at Greenwood, he has scored up another +3 to an 86, and this time around in this campaign, 35 appearances, only 2 goals and 3 assists to show for. Meanwhile, Sancho has started to make a comeback after a year of not playing. He has returned with 9 goals and 5. Now the rivalry is truly back on. Jadon Sancho's made a comeback. The manager's had a change of heart. Now Greenwood's got to work extra hard. Last but definitely not least, in a relegated Union Berlin, Hannibal Mejbri has collected a total of 0 appearances again. You love to see it, but hey, he's up to a 72 rating. In a team that utilizes no cams in their formation, they get a decent growth out of the lad. We have some interesting developments to display at the end of Season 4. Harley Weston, the Aussie, has finally found a club, and it's in the Bundesliga with Eintracht Frankfurt. They signed him on a free from the land down under. They're giving him a chance, and our second big news story here is Sergei Gnabry finally finding a team, this time in Spain, so it's just another nation for us to check up on. Real Sociedad have swooped in for the Ivorian defender, trying to follow in the footsteps of Eric Bailly, and I'm sure his career is going to go up and onwards from here on out. Meanwhile, for everyone else, the news has pretty much stayed the same. We only have 3 more free agents to cover. Ethan Laird, he is still unable, and he's the last real-life player to not find a club, and just like Muller and Acuna, the 2 goalkeepers, still starving for a first-team contract. Despite having potential to be special, Greenwood's only grown up a +1. Been a landmark move to Spain for Brandon Williams as he continues to strive and conquer. A +2 for Fancudo Pellistri, who really should be fighting his way out of that Portuguese club. Diallo's only gone up a +1, as Botafogo's Davison isn't really having the best time in Brazil. Let's cover the big boys first. Borussia Dortmund, let's check in on Greenwood to see if his battle with Sancho continues. We have the now 87 rated, has that special something. He's lost that major potential status as he has had 29 appearances, 4 goals and 3 assists, and now you can start to see Jadon Sancho completely outperform him. Has it been a gift or a curse moving to Dortmund? Is it a poison chalice, knowing that Sancho right now is far superior than him? Dortmund just love their English right midfielders right now. There is a trident, a little trio forming right here. He's now burst into that £110 million value, but Jadon Sancho is just one-upping him in every aspect of his career right now. I swear down, if this club don't start playing Pellistri, I might have to take matters into my own hands. The 82 rated Uruguayan, I'm completely gobsmacked. Why, oh why, is this manager just refusing to play their best player? It doesn't make any sense. He should be throwing his contract out the window. He should be demanding a transfer request because this is just unacceptable. This highly ambitious Bilbao squad, let's see what Brandon Williams has been able to achieve this season. He has scored 55 appearances, 2 goals and 4 assists, 6 goal contributions from the left back spot. If he keeps these numbers and this consistency up, he could write his name down in club legend status. Meanwhile, in Milan, Shola UTD isn't having the best of times, still with no game time and in desperate need of a loan move away just to get some minutes under his belt. Despite that no game time, no dynamic potential, he is still growing at a pretty decent rate. With a valuation of £12 million, how long is it going to take him to actually sneak into the first team action? Botafogo in the top 5 after 8 games played here in the Brazilian league. Is Davidson still having the best of times? He is the highest rated player in the team by a country mile. 79 overall, he's nearly hit the 80s and he's only had 3 appearances to show for it, and he's found the back of the net once. Honestly, it might be time for a move away. I think he's outgrown the team. He's bigger than the club itself, valued at £41.5 million. It's his 3rd season in a row. Toronto's own hero, the Ivorian, this is how he ranks in the team based on performances. He's played 14 games so far with 3 goals and 3 assists. I think it might be time to take his career elsewhere and just accept a big money move away. Major transfer news alert, we have Amad Diallo finally moving away from the MLS, and he has joined Dutch champions PSV. I think this is another sensational move for his career. Honestly, I'm all behind it. The perfect place to go to. He can get game time, he'll develop, and of course, he will just destroy it in the Eredivisie. I believe they did activate his release clause. It is unknown to us right now, but he's now valued at £52 million. The transfer fee, however, is undisclosed. It's the same old story for Ethan Laird. At this point, it is just sad. The Englishman nearly going half a decade without playing football, as we have pretty much the same story for these Wonder kids. They've stayed loyal to their initial clubs, and even Peter Davidson at Botafogo, he's working on building a legacy over in Brazil. Mason Greenwood still at Dortmund, and yeah, for the rest of them, we actually have one other transfer to report on. It is the free agent move for Javier Acuna. The Uruguayan shot stopper has joined Schalke, who have just been relegated relegated recently in real life. PSV overtake Ajax and win the Eredivisie title, so already Amad Diallo has got off to a great start. He's won silverware already, and he's the third highest rated player in this squad, and his stats this season, I don't know whether he arrived in the summer or January, however 10 appearances and he has scored an Eredivisie goal. However, Jason Harris is going to provide some stiff competition in a formation I'm not too fond of. Amad Diallo, is he going to get game time, or is this a formation which just shuts him out of the starting 11? We'll have to find out. In one of Dortmund's worst seasons to date in terms of the simulation, finishing in 5th. Let's hope that didn't affect Mason Greenwood too much, as he's the third highest rated player in the team, only behind Haaland and Sancho. In his 5th campaign in Germany, his stats read a little like this: 29 games played and only 3 goals. It wasn't the best season for Sancho either, which had pretty much double his game time. Is it time to ditch the yellow and black? Is it time for a transfer? Can we manifest that for season 6? Botafogo could be holding the keys to their success right now. Davidson can go down as one of the most wasted wonder kids in this video. He still has that potential to be special. At 21, he is in poor morale. He hasn't really gotten the game time he deserves, nor is in good form to perform up to his standards. With 6 appearances so far, he has scored none, assisted none, and it's another dud campaign. For £81 million, any top European club can save him from this dire situation. Talking about wasted talents and players that are desperate for a move away from their current club, Facundo Pellistri is this season any different? And it is. This time he was actually played by the Portuguese outfit, 35 appearances, 2 goals and 2 assists. Finally, he's got some numbers to put up on the board, and his output is finally being displayed. Valued at £51 million, he's surely destined for a big move. We've seen Pellistri's fortunes turn around. Now can Shola Shore-Tire at Milan turn his season around? As the Englishman is a rotational player at 78 overall, he actually did get game time this season, 37 appearances, 1 goal and 2 assists in Serie A. Playing in multiple competitions, can this be the breakout campaign where his fortunes turn around? I'm very interested to see what the board is going to do with this player at Milan. Are they going to loan him out, or are they going to trust the lad, now valued at 28.5 million? We haven't checked up on him in a while, but Hannibal Mejbri at Union Berlin, he's waited out, he's gone through promotion and relegation, he's been patient with it, and the Frenchman is finally starting to see results here with 13 games played and 1 goal. He links up with La Masia Youth Academy graduate Moriba in probably one of the most promising young midfields in the world right now. No doubt exciting times are about to transpire here in the German capital. And last but certainly not least, the checkup on Brandon Williams. We all know he's probably one of the best left backs in the world right now, and the Englishman has garnered 39 appearances, found the back of the net twice, and provided 3 assists. This has been an outstanding move for the Englishman, now with a release clause of £116.4 million. It's the true underdog story we have right in front of our eyes right here. Hans Muller, after 6 seasons of no football whatsoever, he has found a brand new home at St. Mary's. Southampton picked up the goalkeeper, still only at 21, and I'm like 99.9% sure he has become the first Liechtensteinian player to play in the Premier League. Other than that, the transfers have really slowed down. Players have settled at their new clubs, and they are just happy where they are. Decent growth for Greenwood as he has reached the 90s. Davidson still killing it in Brazil. He's loving that South American lifestyle at an 86. Facundo Pellistri finally getting that game time over in Portugal, now at an 85. Mejbri rising through the ranks in Germany, now with an 80 overall. Puigmal in Argentina, who's been slowly behind the scenes grinding away. And it's the sad story of the video. Ethan Laird, despite not playing football for over half a decade, he has still grown to an 81 overall. So literally any team in the world would take this guy. I don't know why it's so hard for him to find a job. Valued at £54 million, what are clubs waiting for? No Dutch title for PSV, and Amad Diallo to celebrate for this time. As we analyse his performances for season 6, he's become the highest rated player in the squad, and the former champions are finally starting to utilise his services. The Ivorian at 23, no longer considered a wonder kid with almost 50 appearances. He found the back of the net 16 times and also got himself 2 assists. 18 goal contributions for the best player here at the club, in excellent form, and is now financially valued at £79.5 million. I think he's earned the right for a big money move. This is a golden opportunity for any clubs to pounce on a near-mature talent. They came close but no cigar to the Bundesliga title for Dortmund. Let's see if Sancho and Greenwood are still battling it out. The third best player in the team, one of the world's best, now classified as one of the world's best players, 24 years of age. His stats this season, I don't know, it might be time to bounce from the Signal Iduna Park with 30 appearances, 6 goals and 2 assists. Both him and Sancho majorly underperforming right now. He is in poor form, as Mason has got a lot of living up to do in season 7, with his valuation now priced at 170 mil. We might have to start clarifying Facundo Pellistri at this random Portuguese club to be a flop. With 35 appearances, he scored no goals this season, only with 2 assists. With a player of this quality, he should be performing way above that. In bad form, 24. The only reason why he's grown up to an 85 is that there's no dynamic potential. No matter what, he's going to reach that set potential because we're not controlling the club, and that has earned him a valuation of £107.5 million. This ain't it, Pellistri, this ain't it. Pack your bags and get out of Portugal if it's the last thing you do. We did see some interesting developments for UTD's career last year at Milan, but hey, we're straight back to square one. 2 appearances for the Englishman. At this rate, he just needs to get out of the Sun Citadel, and that is the situation with so many players we're tracking right now. Their careers have just been ruined by these clubs holding them hostage. I honestly thought he could break into the 80s range this year, but that hasn't happened. Only at a 79 with a £42.5 million valuation. I feel sorry because we haven't checked up on our boy Puigmal for a while now, as he's been chipping away in Argentina, and maybe we save some time because he's not really doing anything too special over here. With 10 appearances, he's only scored a goal, and the Spaniard is the best player at the club. I don't know why he isn't getting more game time. It is a real shame. I think no matter what, we can always come back to Brandon Williams with some consistent performances and the game time there for the 25-year-old. He's grown up steadily but consistently at an 87. His stats, okay, whoa, hold on. I've been taken aback. He hasn't played a minute of football this season. Maybe he's had an injury-riddled campaign, but Daily Sinkgraven has taken over left-back duties at Athletic Bilbao. A plot twist I never saw coming, but now the Englishman's valuation has exceeded his release clause. I'm excited to see if any clubs take advantage of that in the next summer, because surely he should be unhappy with the current game time he's getting. Proving themselves to be a real yo-yo club, Union Berlin can't stay in one division. They've been promoted this season, so you'd think that Medjugorje would get the game time, as the Frenchman in midfield has actually played 38 games with 5 goals and 1 assist in the German second tier. Finally, he can show the world what he's made of, now with the market valuation flat of £50 million. Season 7 is hit, and oh my days, what has transpired here is completely out of this world. Barcelona have broken the transfer fee world record, picking up Peter Davidson for £225.1 million. The English homegrown talent has been patiently waiting for his big move away, and finally Barcelona have taken him up on the opportunity. The 22-year-old is ready for the La Liga spotlight, and the Blaugrana get yet another major superstar to play at the Camp Nou. But no, we weren't done there yet. As a Firenze, we literally told him to pack his bags, and Pellistri's taken our advice, moving to the capital of Berlin, not Union with Medjugorje, but at Hertha Berlin. He joins the Bundesliga outfit for £138.6 million. So the top 2 transfers literally involved the 2 players we've been tracking. Both went down in the summer. Pellistri's deal went down just before the transfer window in November. A combined margin of over £300 million spent on players. This has been a landmark transfer window. And those were the 2 major pieces of information to showcase in Season 7, because other than that, pretty much everyone has stayed at their club of choice. No movement going on with our released youth academy players. They're happy where they are. But we've got 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and Ethan Laird being a free agent in this video. I'm not afraid to say it is Diallo's finest hour here at PSV, his 3rd year here at the club, and at the Dutch outfit he has scored 25 goals in 50 appearances and also got himself a cheeky assist. That is 1 goal every other game for the Ivorian. Cutting in on the right hand side, he has had some beautiful developments this season with an excellent form. He's in excellent form right now and has hit 85 overall with a market valuation of £107.5 million. We could be seeing the big boys of Europe break the bank for this young African. Greenwood has suffered the fate of basically the last 5 seasons combined here at Dortmund, with a lot of game time but little output. Now level with Jadon Sancho in terms of overall, 92, but he scored 4 goals and 2 assists, 6 goal contributions in 31 appearances. It's written all there for you, bad form all around, and he's now valued at £185 million. Who is going to pay for this guy when he barely does anything on the pitch? I don't know. But what I do know is that he probably should have bounced a long time ago. Things you love to see. Milan have gone out of their way to sign Waman, but onto the more important topic at hand. UTD here at Milan, and again, 81 overall. He's got up a +2 this season, and with no game time, I feel like banging my head against the wall. It's just never going to work here in Italy for him, and another player who desperately needs a transfer. It's a new team to check up on. Davidson has landed in Spain, and Barca finish in 3rd with no shot at the title. They do use a centre-forward formation, so it'd be heartbreaking for Big Pete not to get any game time, as he has gotten 26 27 appearances, 4 goals and 3 assists. Off to a decent start, but not the best, as he is involved in heavy competition alongside Miron Buadu, clearly outplaying him, outperforming him, and scoring more goals. Let's see how the future of this rivalry transpires, but Messi, for some reason, is still playing at 39. The old dog has still got a few new tricks. Let's hope the homegrown talent is learning a few things from the GOAT, as his financial value now stands at £166.5 million, and he's in okay form. The Bundesliga has been a popular destination in this video, as we get to visit Berlin, both sides. This is how Pellistri ranks throughout the team. He is a crucial first team member at an 87, the second highest rated at the club, and he's experiencing the same old story he did in Portugal. With only 4 appearances and 2 goals in the second half of the season, the Uruguayan definitely needs to up his game, as he is facing some stiff competition. The capital calls upon him, as he's now financially valued at 156 mil with a giant release clause in there. 257.4 million. I doubt anyone will pay that for him, but hey, stranger things have happened. In a season of relegation, they continue to bounce up and down the leagues. The other side of Berlin sees Hannibal Mejbri become the second best player here in the team. The Frenchman, now at 24, I imagine has formed a brilliant midfield partnership with Moriba, but his stats this season read a little like this: 36 appearances, 3 goals and 2 assists from midfield. Decent numbers considering they were the second worst team in the Bundesliga. He's in okay form, and now his value stands at £66.5 million. Brandon Williams' venture in the Basque region has gone down a treat. However, he has experienced some technical difficulties in last season. Did he overcome them? Yes, he did. He's back in the first starting position. No injuries to show for. 57 appearances, 3 goals and 5 assists from left back. He's nearly at that perfect 90 rating, sitting at an 89 for now. But yeah, Brandon Williams has a release clause now of £500 million. That's how much this club rates the lad. To send this video off at the 10-year mark, I've simulated not to season 8 but to season 9 in 2029, and boy oh boy, we have a grandstand finish to return on it. You know we're in the transfer history, you know what's just gone down. 9 figures spent on not only Hannibal Mejbri, but also the Spaniard Puigmal, the Cam Whiz kid who has spent almost 8 years at Union Berlin. With a transfer fee of £133 million, he becomes a Galactico and he joins Real Madrid. A venture to Spain, just like Brandon Williams. However, Puigmal has gone and joined Spurs. He's in bad form currently, so make of that what you will, but £104.1 million is the transfer fee, as the Argentinian outfit finally look to sell off their main asset. We're not done there yet, as a third move of the window has transpired. £66.8 million is the fee that Lille paid for the Aussie Harley Weston. An absolute weapon up top has developed into an insane wonder kid, arriving from the Manchester United Youth Academy, made his name in Germany, and is now taking his talent to France. This didn't happen last time around, but Ethan Laird has stayed a free agent throughout the duration of this video. Despite all that, he has still trained hard, even though not playing for a club whatsoever. He still kept the same work ethic, training off the pitch, not playing for a team, and has reached 86 overall, which I think is his potential. Meanwhile, we have witnessed some of the low tier or low end players from the Automated Youth Academy find clubs and continue on with their footballing career, like Acuna, like Nahore, and a unique Liechtensteinian goalkeeper to join Southampton. Harley Weston joining Lille when the transfer window opens. But yeah, you just got to admire the come up and all the stories going on in this video. Puigmal has rounded up to a pretty decent Spanish midfielder. He's nothing world class or anything, I guess that's why he's joined the Spurs, but Shola Tire still managing to grow and develop at Milan, as well with Ethan Laird, the curious case of this man. Who knows how this game has allowed him to grow, as Hannibal Mejbri has earned that Real Madrid kit. He's put everything on the line for Berlin, and they have finally come in for him. Amad Diallo finishes off his career at PSV. Oh, he was so close to reaching Pellistri at a 90. He was only 1 away. You also have Brandon Williams hitting the 90. Peter Davison smashing expectations at Barcelona, and Mason Greenwood was the quote-unquote success story out of this video, surpassing his potential and now landing at a 94. Messi and Ronaldo type ability, however, he didn't really live up to that in terms of his performances on the pitch. Here are all their valuations, release clauses. What an epic video. I love these long-winded ones, and keeping track of all these players' careers is so tedious. So if you did go on to enjoy the video and want more of this type of content, make sure to drop it a like down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, as there will be way more content coming out for your heads-ups. I have been Sir BCHD. Comment down below what has been your favorite player and the favorite career path that you've seen today. As always, I've been Sir BCHD. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the very next video.